past 11 o'clock the night before, and I am going to bed because tomorrow, as part of the 40s for 40 challenge, I'm going to try and stay awake for 40 hours. Going to work, and then I'm going to do some travelling, and I'm going to try and climb the highest mountain, at least officially, in Saudi Arabia. I'm going to try and get up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm going to document how I feel and what happens, stay up throughout the night, and try and get through to, I think, 10 o'clock the next night. See how we go. Right, it's 6 o'clock. I've woken up. Here's a challenge. Let's stay awake for 40 hours. 40s for 40. There's a problem with the outdoor hose. What is happening? It's still early. Let's check it out. What a start to the day. I can't clean the car. Seven o'clock at night. I've been awake 13 hours, feeling pretty normal. It's just like a long day at work. I've been to the customer's premises, I've worked from home, I've made a video for a conference, and now I'm planning what to do this evening. I'm writing a list. It starts with swimming, then I've got a couple of social engagements to do. I'm going to come back here, pack, get myself organised before having a late night cycle in preparation for one of next week's challenges. Over 18 hours in, there's something really productive about knowing you've got all night to do stuff. I've had a really productive evening, been swimming, been to see some friends, really grateful for the support and flexibility, and as you can see, I've packed. So I'm going to go for a cycle in a moment. That'll reinvigorate me, no doubt, rehydrate, think about getting some more food down me, and then I need to hit the road. Been awake almost 21 hours and I've just been cycling. I spent an hour cycling. It refreshed me. I was having a bit of a mood swing beforehand. I couldn't find my earphones, I couldn't find some other stuff. It was winding me up unnecessarily. About halfway through the cycle I started really appreciating life again, and now I feel good for it. I'm going to have a brew and get moving. Still no coffee, which is positive. I have been finding making decisions has been taking me longer at this point in time, and generally I feel a bit more sedate, like probably I could actually do with getting in bed really. But we're 21 hours in, I'm past halfway. Things are going to get moving now and we'll start climbing a mountain. Let's go. And a half hours in, and here we are in Jabal. Look at these views, amazing. So 28 hours in, how am I feeling? Right, I'm tired. I felt fine up until 24 hours. After then I started getting a bit hazy, slow decision making, and started yawning as well. There were some difficult bits throughout the journey because it was quiet, and I was starting feeling like I was really going to fall asleep. But now we're moving, I think no problem at all. It'll be later on when we stop, and then I start really wanting to go to sleep. But you know, 28 hours in, 28 plus, actually it's not that far to go. I'm like 3/4 of the way there to staying up for 40 days, and this is going to be not an easy hike, but it's going to be easier to stay awake when we're moving and seeing all this amazing scenery.
Looks like you can just peel them off.
Right, it's midday, so that means I'm definitely 3/4 of the way in, 10 hours left to staying up for 40 hours. What a place to be this is, very unusual to be on the side of this mountain. Let's turn around and have a look. Very luscious, very green. It's not like Saudi Arabia that I've seen. All terraced farms and residences throughout the valley. And massive cacti along the way as well. So being that it's 12 o'clock, it's still over 30 degrees, even though it's a bit cooler here. I'm hoping that when it gets higher up that it'll get cooler still, which would be definitely welcome today. But we'll keep on going, keep plugging away. Heart rate's totally acceptable. Not sure what time we'll get back. I'm just enjoying being out and being here. Doesn't it look green and luscious? I'd like to get across how deep this is, but maybe the camera isn't going to do it. How fresh it is. You can see there's like a mist around and clouds. And it's kind of cool and refreshing. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 31 hours, much cooler, much fresher, much better looking out here. And now we've got tunes. Can't touch this.
Wow, what is that? That's crazy. It might be a jarada. It's a cricket.
Right, it's almost 2 o'clock, so I'm going to stop soon for something to eat and drink. But it's a clear indicator here that we're getting higher in terms of altitude and that the air quality is good, because this stuff, I forget what it's called, but it's a moss. It's like old man's beard or something like that. And it looks like it's part of the tree, that stuff that's dangling down. But actually, it's quite a rare moss that you only get at certain altitudes and when the air quality is good. So that's a really good sign for around here, that the air quality is good, but also for us that we've reached a certain altitude up this mountain. What I've also been finding up here is, look at this, porcupine spines. So it must have been walking up and down the same trail as us. I've got a couple of them now. This is a smaller one, and dropping them along the way. They're very sharp. So this is where we stopped for lunch. Really nice spot, great views. We've relaxed and fueled up, hydrated. Listen to the sound of the birds just for a moment. To the hotel that I'm staying at tonight. It's 8 o'clock. I've got 2 hours until I've completed the 40 hours being awake. I'm going getting a meal, so it's probably going to take me over that, which is fine. I feel okay. I feel very washed out. My decision making is slow, I'm very tired after all the activities I've done over the last 38 hours, including just recently climbing over around 1,000 meters up and down Jabal Sawda, which has been an amazing experience with some great people. I'm really fortunate to have had this experience. I can update more on it soon, other than to say I'm still here and still going. I haven't been asleep, and I'm nearly there. So I'll check in again once I've had some food and I'm about to get in bed. Back from the restaurant, it's 11:45. If I did till 10 o'clock, that was 40 hours. So I've obviously now done 41 3/4 hours. I'm going to claim 42 hours because by the time I've got myself in bed and gone to sleep, it's bound to be 42 hours. So 40s for 40. Overachieved 42. After eating and drinking, I feel fine. I'm just really ready for a sleep. I haven't had any negative experiences, no major anxiety, no like sight disturbances, nothing. Yeah, I've been a bit grumpy, but I've learned to distance myself from that. This has been a hell of an experience. It's been extremely difficult at times. I wonder, to stay awake that is, I wonder if how difficult it will be during the week. Will there be an impact down the line from losing a night's worth of sleep? I'll update. I don't know. We'll find out. But right now I'm feeling pretty good and I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep. So I've slept for 10 hours. I feel absolutely exhausted. Definitely it's going to take some time to catch this one up, if it's even possible. Okay, it's Monday night and I've had 3 days to recover from staying awake for over 40 hours and climbing Jabal Sawda and all the other things that I managed to fit into that period. How do I feel? I feel okay now. There have been some positives and negatives, and I'll touch on some of them now. What an amazing thing to be able to do. You know, it just shows what you can do if you put your mind to it. It was made much easier by having things to do all the time, and I'm very grateful to my friends for providing those opportunities. It was also very easy if we kept moving, and I think that's very true of a lot of things in life. If when there was downtime, that's when I started thinking I was going to fall asleep. So that they were the tough times. Some of the journey time was the most difficult. Would I do it again? No, it's a stupid idea. Unless there was a good reason for it. Maybe it's a party, but not just as an experiment again. No, it's clear you need your sleep. Definitely, my recovery time has taken longer by not sleeping. Recovery time from other things, other activities that I've done seems to have taken longer over the period as well. Clearly, we need our sleep in order to replenish ourselves, and regular sleep at that, I guess. So it's left me quite tired for the 3 days, and I've found it difficult to get up, and I've found it like I was tired in the afternoons, you know, when to fall asleep then. I've had mild headaches, I think from dehydration, could be associated with the tiredness, not sure about that. And you know, as a final thought, in retrospect, looking back, I thought I was all right. Clearly I wasn't. I was forgetting stuff. I was slow. I couldn't find stuff that I knew that I had on me. It was really annoying. My decision making was slow. You know, clearly it has a detrimental effect being so tired. But it was a fun experiment. So, you know, another challenge down. 40s for 40. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.